Let's talk about a dickhead named Rafael Devers. This freaking guy, man. I was one of the people who was saying, oh, I can understand Devers' point of view. He was a superstar. They didn't talk to him before the Bregman signing, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, I understood that part. But now you go to San Francisco. You said all the right things in the beginning, and now you had one of the greatest first basemen in the history of the game in Will Clark trying to teach you first base, and you stood him up not once, not twice, but thrice.
Boston, and you have an opportunity to meet him.
Right. So Matt Williams and Bob Melvin want me to go out there and work with him around first base. No problem. And we weren't gonna go through anything physical. We're just gonna walk through and say, hey, look, if throw's coming from over there, stand this way. If throw's coming from over there, stand that way. It wasn't gonna be this big thing, right? And Friday, Saturday, Sunday, he did not come out early at all, period. Not at all. Now, in fact, he didn't even hit on the field, right? And everybody's like, oh, my God, I'm so sorry, Will. I'm so sorry. I'm like, hey, don't worry about it. I said, I know what the fuck happened. I said, he didn't want to go out and be at first base and be 20 feet in front of their freaking dugout with, what went on in Boston, and now he's working with me at first base. He didn't want to have to go through all that bullshit through the press and the media. And so, anyway, so I completely understand. But Rafael Devers, the next time I'm in San Francisco, your ass will be on the field at first base. Just letting you know that. Just from the
but if he's not going to go out, he's going to tell you.
Hey, look, even if I got to go grab you by the fucking back of the neck and drag your ass out there, you
gotta love the thrill.
They'll love it. So underrated too with how good he was at first base and how good of a player he was. Like he gets when we talk about him, we're like he's a stud, but underrated in the generation now doesn't know how much of a stud he was.
Yeah, it's funny because when you think now, most people our age, when you think about the Giants, first name is Barry. But before Barry, the face of that organization was Will Clark. No question.
Yes.
I mean, during the 80s.
Well, like in that generation.
Yeah,
yes.
of that generation. He was that guy.
Yes, 100%.
Like Don Mattingly with the Yankees at that time. Just unbelievable. Actually, kind of similar. Both great hitters, both amazing defensively. Neither one of them really gets the credit they deserve because Will Clark's not a Hall of Famer, is he? I don't think so.
No, not even close.
No. But as far as talent, that kind of caliber.
Without a doubt. Talent just didn't have any of those numbers that were, if anything, it would have been hits over time that would have gotten them in. He was a 3,000 hit candidate kind of guy. Like that's what we look at him, and defensive gem. And he never had those just couple 3 years that just stood out where he's a MVP candidate, just like he never, there's always somebody a little bit better statistically, and but he was so good.
Yeah. By the way, Bill Mazeroski is in the Hall of Fame and Will Clark's not. That's a little bothersome to me.
Yeah, errors committee type of all that stuff. But
we didn't mention it. The guy in the video with him, of course, was one of your former teammates, Mr. Burns.
Well, not teammate for long, but he was a teammate. He was, one of my most enjoyable teammates of all time. Someone who was, I believe, crazy all the time. But I love Eric Burns.
What a great locker room. Milton Bradley and Eric Burns.
Oh, God. Oh. And then Cliff Wheaton on the exact opposite side of all that, too, like where you're just rolling his eyes every day at those guys. Anyways, Rafael Devers, what a mess. What a mess. God. I do understand Will trying to create the excuse for him, and I understand that, too. When you're out there, it is a big monster when you go out and the media is all on the field. Cameras are because they're sitting there waiting for the manager. The manager usually does his every day they talk to the media, and it's usually in the dugout because it's so easy. It's open. The cameras can kind of set up, and reporters can all get around them and answer questions. That's when you do pregame work too. And so if you're doing pregame work, those cameras aren't on the manager; they're on Rafi Devers. And with everything that he had left Boston with, all of that baggage was, I'm not playing first base. And then the moment he gets there, he's at first base getting work. Kind of kills his narrative, and kind of what we talked about Soto kills the narrative. So what do? You just become a dick and don't go out there. I actually think a lot of this, if that's the real reason, that's on the Giants for not closing practice, for not doing it behind closed doors, close that practice and let that happen, and then open it up to media. If the media ask why, you can just make up some excuse. Hey, we had a closed practice and we didn't want anybody out there. You don't need to ever know. They can guess and then ask questions later. And then maybe a week later, you say, yes, it was Devers out there practicing first base. Once you introduce them as first base.
Yeah.
But that never happened. So these type of things are showing and proving why Breslow had to get rid of this dude. This dude cares about him and his image more than he cares about playing baseball, and cares about the love of the game and his team. He cares. The name on the back is the only name he really cares about. And he cares about the image of the name on the back. I understand caring about the name of the back more than the name of the front. I understand. Games have changed. Day is different, and you got to worry about yourself. It's a business more than it ever was. And you have to focus on that. But when you're part of this type of thing, this is like, you want to start new, you want to start fresh, and be like, all right, hey, I'm starting new, starting fresh, starting a new place here. I'm excited about this journey. And you know what? I'm going to give it a shot. And you say that, and you come out and you give it a chance and see if you can play this. Because I'll tell you what, he pigeonholed himself into a DH for the rest of his career, and those numbers better be really hella good, because you can have a great career as a very good defensive first baseman if you want to. You can have great careers of great hitting DH if you want to. But if any of those go down on the hitting side, like, we need more out of you. Why am I going to give you a contract?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, if he continues being a douche and his numbers don't go up, guess what? He'll be making videos on YouTube with Trevor Bauer.
Well, and guess what, Rafi? Like, you just went to San Francisco. Those numbers aren't going to go up.
No.
Power's going to go down big time. Slugging's going to go down big time. You might get a couple more doubles, but home runs are not going to happen. You will not be. I bet he will not be at. I'm guessing 27 home runs is my plus or minus. He needs 10 more home runs for the rest of the year. I bet he doesn't get 10 more home runs.
Oh, I'll take that bet. I bet you get
10. 27?
Yeah. I say I'll take above 27.
Okay. Well, it's right here.
You're saying 10.
I'll take below 27 home runs.
Okay. I'll take over 27.
I'll take 27 and below, because I said he won't go above 27. I'll go 27 and below.
Okay. What do you want to bet on it?
We'll figure that out.
Yeah. Okay. Now, let me ask you another question, though. With all this hullabaloo going on, what are the guys in the locker room saying now about Devers? Because all of a sudden, comes in, oh, yeah, I'm going to play first base. I'm a decent human being, blah, blah, blah. And now he just made Will Clark look like a fool. What are the rest of the guys in the clubhouse saying?
They knew it. They knew that right when that happened. Here's the thing is, they knew when Rafael Devers didn't show up that first day, every single guy in the clubhouse knew it. When Rafi didn't show up the second day, they were talking behind his back. And when Rafi Devers showed up the third day, somebody else needed to have that conversation with him. Somebody should have walked over that locker room. Willie Damas, Matt Chapman. I don't know who it might be. Yaz. I don't know who's that locker room guy, right? Because a lot of times it's somebody you don't expect, who's been there a little while, or just is like the company man, is a leader behind the scenes, and should have walked over to the locker room and said, "Hey, let's talk. Let's get out here." So maybe a Latino guy, and just said, "Hey, let's work, man. Like, your new face, new whatever. We love having you here, but we got to work." And by the way, the last player in Giants history to hit 30 home runs was Barry Bonds in 2004. Good luck.
Okay. I believe in Rafi.
Pence hit 27. Huff hit 26. Like, Barry hit 45 in 2004, and that's the last one, how many years ago that was.
That's a player I miss. I miss Milton Pence.
21 years, maybe. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the last player to hit 30 home runs as a San Francisco Giant.
I think you're 100% correct.
Good luck. That's 30.
I still think you can do it.
To say Boston, bro. Like, people talk about dimensions of fields, and I hate, one of the worst things I hate in the world is when people talk about dimensions of fields and like, this would be a home run there, that would be a home run there. The only ballpark that home run, the Patrick Bailey ground inside the park home run, only when it wasn't a home run was San Francisco. dude. Like, I'll never forget when the Boston Red Sox traded for Adrian Gonzalez or signed Adrian Gonzalez, right?
Yep.
That's what I'm thinking. And they go, he hit these X number of home runs and balls in San Diego would have been home runs in Boston. And I fell for it. And I'm like, dude, those are gonna be bombs. And he didn't, and like his home run numbers went down or something like that, whatever it was. And I'm like, dude, that does, because every stadium ball fly is different. It just does. While Yankee Stadium right field is a bandbox, left field is it takes a bomb to hit a ball out of left field. Center field, you had a bomb in center field. You had a home run in center field. That's a bomb, dude. And that's one of the shortest center fields, I think, in all of baseball. It just flies different in different aspects. Like right field in San Francisco is short. It's not a huge fly, but you don't hit home runs. Nobody hit home runs in right field in San Francisco. Just because the air and everything. Except for Barry, and Barry even struggled. I bet if that had a different ballpark, Barry would have hit like probably 80 home runs if it wasn't that ballpark, if it was old Candlestick or something. So don't give me all that BS. But dude, I don't think he's gonna hit 30 home runs. And to close it out, he's a douche. No assholes. You want to win baseball games? You want to win team? Like, no assholes. Just like in the history of baseball, like there are very few assholes that ever been really successful in locker rooms and like with successful teams. But it takes so many good guys to level out the asshole. And a lot of times, even the asshole was such an asshole on the field too, that it evened out because you hated playing against them so much more than you hated playing with them. So you're a guy, I'd rather have him on our team than have to play against this dude, right? Like, there's assholes that you don't want near you, and there's assholes you never want against you. I'd rather take the asshole and never want against me and deal with them. There's so many assholes in this game. Stop signing these guys. Get good guys that are team players, and if you're gonna have an asshole, get an asshole that's so driven about being an asshole. Like Reggie Jackson. He was an asshole. Nobody liked Reggie Jackson. People still hate Reggie Jackson. It's just that Reggie Jackson was such an asshole to everybody. Like, I'd rather have him be our asshole than their asshole.
That's why you hang out with me.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Well, we mentioned,
of course, they're landscaping right in front of me now. Like,
okay.
why are you trimming that bush, bro?